Do you find yourself late or being rushed to the next shot during the match play? So one of the reasons why you're being rushed or being late to your next shot is you're not recovering to the correct position. So in this video, I'll be explaining why is it important to recover and do the recovery steps during the match play. And also I'm going to go through a couple of simple exercises to improve your recovery in tennis. So let's get started. So I'm pretty sure a lot of coaches have said recover or go back to the middle. Have you ever wondered why? Usually we will start rally or match play in the center of the court. Now imagine your opponent hits the ball and make you run. When that happens, you have to run to the ball, right? So let's say your opponent makes you run this way. You have to run to the ball and hit. Now, if you were to just stay here, you're leaving too much space on that side and too little space on the other side. Now, obviously, your opponent will aim the empty spot, right? So if you were to just stand here, your opponent will aim the empty spot. Now, if that happens, you have to run all the way to the ball from here. Imagine your opponent is hitting the same side, but you are waiting in the center of the court. Which one do you think it's easier for you to get to the ball? From the center of the court or very far away, somewhere around here? So the recovery steps would save both energy and time for you. If you're in that right position, you will have only few steps to get to the ball. And this is the reason why recovery steps are so important. The faster the rally gets, the faster you have to recover to the correct position. So which part of the court should you be recovering? The easiest way to remember is to the center mark, this little line that's sticking out from the baseline. We usually start the rally from here, and every time you run, you're away from this area. After you hit the ball, you want to recover to the center mark over here. Now, if you were to hit like an angled shot, let's say you hit a forehand cross-court shot that's really, really sharp, right in the middle of the court is not ideal. You want to be waiting slightly to the right of the center mark, but we're not going to go too much with that. All right, next, we're going to practice two types of steps that we'll be using for the recovery steps. The first one is just simple side steps where your feet goes together and away. The second side step is the one where one of your feet would go over another this way. Now, when and why you want to use those steps? Well, if you have little space to cover, let's say you run to the ball just over here, a few steps, you can easily cover that distance with your normal side steps. Okay? Same thing with your forehand side. If you just take a couple of steps to the ball, you can just cover with one side steps. If you have to take more than 3 or 4 steps and you hit the ball, maybe a few side steps would be too late for you. And this is when you want to use that going over side steps. So this going over side step is slightly faster than the normal side steps. So I'm going to show you how it looks like. Here are the two common errors when it comes to recovery in tennis. The first one is the obvious one. You get to the ball, you had a really good shot, but then you're just standing and watching your shot. Now you really have to pay more attention to the next one. Okay? What if you hit the ball and it went in? Your opponent will hit that ball back to you. right? So it is really important to hit. Don't just stand there and watch. You can check, but while you're recovering to the middle. Another common error is that your toes and your face is facing towards the middle and not to your opponent. So here's how it looks like. You run to the ball, you hit, but you're recovering this way. Now, if your toes are pointing to the middle, it's going to be really hard for you to get to the ball this side. There may be a chance where your opponent hits behind you. Okay? Now, if you were to recover this way, your toes are pointing straight in front of your opponent. You can quickly stop and redirect yourself to the opposite direction. Right? So if you recover like that, then you're gonna have to stop, turn, and then face this side again, which takes a lot more time and energy. So really important to point that toe straight and your face facing to your opponent, just to check what your opponent's doing. Okay, we're gonna move on to some few simple drills to improve your recovery steps. We'll first practice with the normal side step. Just to stand in the middle where the center mark is, get into your ready position. That means both hands are on the racket and your racket's in the middle. You take a couple of steps. Let's just say 2 steps to your forehand side. Do 1 shadow swing and recover to the middle with that side step. Right? We're gonna try our back and side. Couple of steps, 2 or maybe 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing. Side steps. Back. The second shadow swinging, we'll be using that going over side steps. So you can run from the middle, maybe all the way up to the single sideline. Do 1 shadow swing, then come back with that second side steps. And here's how it looks like. And this is your back and side recovery. I'm running to the ball. When you're running to the ball, your toes are pointing towards the ball. Stepping and hit. 1 big side steps. Going over. Okay. And the last little bit of a space, you can cover that much space with your easy side steps. A couple of key points. When you are recovering towards the middle, I don't want to see racket in one hand. Make sure that the racket is in the middle with both hands. That's going to support your take back. What if the ball comes back to your backhand side? Okay, if you were to hold your racket with your right hand only, then you would have to go like that, then get into that backhand position. Okay. Whereas if you're holding your racket 2 hands while you're recovering, you can stop and just quickly take your racket back. It will save much more time with that way. The second thing is that it's really important to do that split step as well when you've gotten back to the middle. Now, in this case, you're running to the ball, you hit, you're recovering back with that side steps, and the split step and the side steps is happening together. So you run, swing, 1 big steps, side steps, then the last side steps together with that split step. Now, once you've done a couple of side step practice, you can mix your shots. You can do both forehands and backhand shadow swings. Guys, I hope the video was very helpful. So in this video, we cover the importance of the recovery in tennis and 2 types of side steps. And by practicing this recovery steps, you will get to the ball on time and you're not going to have a light shot anymore. So the good recovery steps would also be a practice of your consistency in tennis. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video if you like it, and also don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos like this. I'll catch you guys in the next one.